What's going on, everybody? TERZO back here with another review, and it's none other than Once Customs and Distress Labs Burnt Warlock Myers. Now, this was the second one that they released. They released the original one, the proto, and that was sick. And then they released a few others, and I acquired this through trade from another fellow collector. Jay, shout out to you. Thank you so much. So I wanted to do a quick review of this piece before I got it out. I had a buyer, but something happened to him, family things, and he couldn't come through, so this piece will be up for sale. So I just want to do a quick video. Let's start from the dio. Let me just move the figure out the way. Let me move the sculpts. All right. So as you guys can see, we have a dio done by Distress Labs, and he included this gas tank over here, which is actually really heavy. And it's supposed to signify one of the tanks that blew up and caused the explosion on the smoke effect on the back. And then you guys can see he's got a pipe that I don't know if he did or Once Customs did. I know the scalpel was done by Once Customs. And then you got this debris that you can move around everywhere, wherever you want. And the tiling's all black to represent the burn effect. Something really cool, some cool detail. He added like outlet over here and a switch, which I believe are 3D printed, and he did really good at adding those little details. I do enjoy that. Really big base, as you guys can see the smoke effect, but it has a light up effect. If I could turn it on. There. All right, as you guys saw, it had two modes. It had like a flashing mode, and then it had a solid mode. I like the solid mode because it shows like the smoke smoldering, and it actually lights up really bright. So it's really cool. It gives it a good vibe. It just takes 3 AA batteries, and it's good to go on a little switch. Now, when I put the figure back, one thing about the figure that I like is Once did a little bit better hiding the switch in the back, because on the first one it was really bulging out like further than this, and there's one on the leg too. But let's start over here. You have some customized boots, coverall shredded to hell. You know, you have the burned effect on the hand. You know, he's got some sculpting under the body, and he's got this nice paint effect over here where it's like still smoldering a little bit, and he just looks burnt and beat to shit. And then you have a really cool head sculpt that I really enjoyed, the grittiness of it. Then you have a hammer that's been customized, and it's really cool. But the thing that sets this piece apart is the light up effect that you hit the switch. If I can hit it right there, and then there's one on the back of the leg and then one on the back of the back, and there you have the full effect, which it gives off a whole vibe with this dio. I think that's really cool. It really complements each other really, really well. The dio's cool because it's a 3-piece dio. It's the floor, the back, and then the siding. So it's easy assembly, 1, 2, 3, and you're good to go. Figure, you know, is posable, and it's just sick. So this sculpt was done in some clear resin and then painted over. That's why you can get the see-through effect on the neck, which is really cool. It's more pronounced on this one. I like that this one has multiple switches, and the lights are really bright, which is really cool. It is a really good idea, man. I gotta say, Once does do cool ideas a lot of the time. He's like an innovator in the concept world, so we got to give it up to the guy one of the guys that started it. I was talking to Once, and he was saying that one of the originators was, I forget his name, that started doing concepts, and then Once followed. But it's just really cool. So Once definitely killed this one. You know, so it's weathered all around. So there's one switch and the other switch, and it's pretty well hidden, and that's the thing that I enjoy this one a lot more, because as he goes along, he advances and just updates the certain figures and just makes them better along the way. I really like the effect on the hand. He's got some blood there and whatnot. The set also came with a secondary sculpt over here, which was a way more burned Warlock with a sagging mask as if it's melting, a lot less hair volume, more burnt, as you guys can see if you want to compare. It's just an easy switch out. And then it came with this really cool H40 burnt sculpt style, so you can turn it to an H40 concept if you guys want. Very cool. So like I said, it is for sale. I was gonna keep these 2 sculpts because I was gonna make figures with these, but if you guys really want them, I'll include them in there. I'm definitely gonna keep one, so you know, that's so obviously the price is cheaper than what the retail was, because if I keep the sculpts, it'll be cheaper. If you guys want the sculpts included, it'll be obviously the retail price that they asked. So alright guys, well, until next time, I've been your host, Dan TERZO. Oh, so sorry, rating. I gotta say presentation is a 10 out of 10. Just concept 10 out of 10. Paint, I gotta give it a freaking 10 out of 10. Sculpts are killer. I'll give those honestly a 10 out of 10. So all in all, this is just a killer release. But alright guys, until next time, hit me up. I'm your host, Dan TERZO. Stay safe, conquer your collection, and peace.
Yeah. How you next? What up?